Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters International Fountain Valley knows me here as Damon Lau Chandler. But to you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing myself as a public speaker, a motivational speaker, a keynote speaker, to introduce you to my very first published book. This published book was rated on Amazon as the #1 new released book and ebook on Kindle direct publishing, named Networking, the Epicenter of Social and Business Development, through the United States. I'm proud and I am so energetic to release that information to you. I just published this book 3 days ago. I've been busy and doing everything with that, so as you see me walking around, I know I get commented on it all the time. I walk around a lot because people say I feel nervous, but that's how I get energetic and I get excited. So as I stand before you, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are in a public speaking class. Now, when I was in my public speaking class at Whittier College in Whittier, California, not only did I get a C in that class, but I wasn't motivated for what I wanted to do. I was in the class, I was doing other things when I was swimming and playing water polo, but I wasn't focused on my public speaking. Why? Because that's not where I set my mind to that day. I set my mind on, for that semester, for the class, on other things: swimming, water polo, girls, money, you name it, I was doing it. So with my intentions for other things besides public speaking, if you guys are looking to get something out of this class, here's the place to do it, or any of the other distributions for Toastmasters worldwide, including nationwide. You guys can succeed in this very place if you really want to. Memberships, there is a membership fee every 6 months, but it's included and beneficial for all members of this society to be of great benefit and of great value towards one another. And everyone and anyone can see that when they come to this very club. Twee knows that, Mark knows that, Cecilia's gonna know that, Peggy knows that, Kirk knows that. We're all members here at Toastmasters International, except for Cecilia, who's holding my phone right now. Thanks, Cecilia. So I want to introduce you guys to Toastmasters International Fountain Valley. We here are a society with valued members who like to improve on public speaking. Public speaking and networking. Networking with your friends, your family, and your future acquaintances will make you that much farther in success for communications and networking. Relationship building and networking will take you far as well with communications in this world. Have you guys ever heard of Grant Cardone? Raise your hand. Robert Kiyosaki, raise your hand. Tai Lopez, raise your hand. There you go, there's one. How about, let's say even Ted McGrath, raise your hand. These are speakers, his message to millions, these are speakers who have done it and become super successful, especially Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, Tony Robbins. These people have made a huge success story amongst themselves. And because they have, their public speaking, especially, who has ever heard of Steven Siebold? Steven Siebold. Mark was talking about that a couple weeks ago. Each one of his speeches for probably 1 hour in one course setting of one of his speeches is $20,000 that's pocketed to him and his group of individuals that he works with. So for each speech, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can generate that much money plus. Do you know how much a Tony Robbins conference costs to get into for a week's seminar? For a weekly event, it's $10,000 to get in for a weekly event for Tony Robbins. And he produces mass messages to millions across the globe, producing books, giving seminars, webinars. He has a team that he hosts himself to do these things and specifically divide his ideas, his concepts, his theories from what he has already learned and what he has already developed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am letting you guys know these things because you guys can do it. If you guys work with the knowledge and the wisdom, with the health and the wealth that you have already obtained and the way you already will gain for the future, you will see yourself becoming more successful in what you guys can already attribute to this world. It's just a matter of time of being that successful if you push your guys to the limits. Determination, prosperity, looking outwards, thinking outside the box, not looking inside the box. When you look outside the box, you tend to see other people's perspectives. When you tend to think inside the box, you're trapped through barriers that your mind can only progress in a certain state. You're trapped in like a cocoon. Progress from that cocoon and become a butterfly in a sense. Grow your roots through foundation and become a tree so strong that you can't be elevated to be knocked down by the swaying winds. I think that's a pretty powerful statement, guys. I know Tweet's on my side. Mark's thinking about it. Kirk's writing notes. Peggy's my evaluator, so I'll see what she says about this. I think that success comes through public speaking, especially if you're an introvert. There's a lot of power to becoming an introvert, of being an introvert. If you're an introvert in this room, I'll tell you what, one of the things that I wrote in my book, you can find it on Amazon.com and through 14 different territories worldwide as you speak right now. It's called Networking, the Epicenter of Social and Business Development. It's the #1 new release, like I said, on Amazon.com throughout the United States right now, through the Kindle edition. You can buy it for $2.99. It's really cheap. It's actually really, I think it's a really good read. I produced it in about a month and a half. I'm working on my second book as we speak, starting from last night. So in saying that, you guys can find success, find something that you're good at. Whatever your strengths are, hold on to that. Your weaknesses, however, are your strongest category because your weaknesses are your left-hand category. Your strengths are your right-hand category. For you introverts, I won't delve into that. I'll let you guys figure that out on your own. You introverts, the ones who don't converse out openly in public, you guys want to make sure that you listen more intently because they say listening is a supremely more powerful trait to have when in conversation. People can speak all day long, but when you listen to people, you consume that knowledge and that information that people are giving outwards. Anyone can talk. I can be up here talking and you guys can consume the information that I'm hearing. But I know some of you are listening because I can see that you guys are listening. I won't toot my own horn, but I'll leave it at that. Because you can develop and maintain the balances of your success throughout continued progression. You guys will continue to strive when you guys share stories. Don't develop people to throw information at them. Be inspirational, be positive, be radiant in your energy because people can see that. When people see the radiance and your energy and your positivity, you will become more influential than you can ever imagine. People can see that when other people are happy, positive, joyous, when they want to do something good for the world and the people around them by sharing their own information through stories. People love stories. I just got invited to a seminar through Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company, right here in Orange County, by an executive real estate agent who wants me to associate to her employees and her clientele by giving them one of my own speeches. She's never even met me. She called me on the phone one day and said, "Hey, Damon, I'd like you to give your speech to my clientele, my associates, and my employees." I had no idea who this woman was. But yet Berkshire Hathaway wants me to do something for them. And you guys can do it too. Thank you guys. Have a great day.